I'm Steven Craig.
I'm the AID.
I'm John Royalty.
I'm Adam Dozal.
We're wearing our Star Wars shirts, and this is the 20th episode of
The Movie Review Show! Okay, the Movie Review Show is normally when Steve and I go see a movie, but since this is a special Star Wars episode, we have two additional reviewers. So all four of us went to see Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker, and then we all give our reviews.
We use a popcorn rating system, 1 to 10 popcorn. 1 popcorn being the worst and 10 popcorn being the best.
Okay, so you've probably already figured out the movie we are going to review today is Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker.
And here's the trailer.
It's an instinct. A feeling. The Force brought us together. We're not alone. Good people will fight if we lead them.
People keep telling me they know me. No one does.
But I do.
Long have I waited. And now you're coming together. Is your undoing.
What are you doing there, 3PO?
Taking one last look, sir. At my friends.
Confronting fear is the destiny of a Jedi. Your destiny. The Force will be with you.
Always.
Every 5th episode, we plan on doing something special. Since this is our 20th episode, we have two special guests, John Royalty and Adam Dozal. They were also on our 19th episode and are back again. John, can you tell us about yourself?
Well, I enjoy Star Wars, and I enjoy watching the movies, and I really enjoy being outside and just doing stuff, hanging out. Yeah.
Cool. Okay. And you, Adam?
Well, I enjoy just helping out with my church. Enjoy going to movies. Star Wars is probably one of my bigger favorites of the just franchises and whatnot, but that's about it.
Awesome. Next is the review. It's review time. In this review are light spoilers. We will try to avoid any major spoilers. The movie starts off with a lot of action, which sets up the rest of the movie because the rest of the movie is very action-packed too.
I thought there was aspects of the movie that were really good. There's other aspects I didn't really like. One of the things I did like was some of the action. The lightsaber battles I thought were very good. I did feel like they're a little bit short at times, but they were overall real good. Definitely better than the first two movies of the sequel trilogy. And I thought it was pretty good.
So, what you guys?
Well, the whole thing with Rey and Kylo looking at each other gets old after the first two movies.
No, I didn't think so.
Where in the original series do they ever do that? That's just my opinion.
Well, no, but they have a special connection. And you definitely see that later in the movie without giving it away.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's just my opinion.
The lightsaber battles were good. I would say the one from The Last Jedi in the Red Room. I guess it's called Red Room Battle. Is probably the best, I think.
Was this in the second
Action
one?
scene where Snoke gets killed.
Yeah.
I think that was probably the best fighting scene of the trilogy. But these were also very good, though. I mean, probably one of the strongest parts of the movie.
Rey has become very powerful.
Yeah, yes and no. I mean,
Oh, come on. I do not think she was very powerful, dude. You see the stuff she did in the movie?
yeah, but I mean, she did that, but at the same time, what about Kylo? I mean, he got.
Well, I wasn't saying Kylo wasn't powerful, too.
She
but-
becomes more powerful.
I
than she
mean,
was in
he-
previous movies.
I mean, Kylo just gets beat up a lot throughout the series and still manages to stay up there.
She's definitely becoming more like a Jedi in this movie, which was nice to see. You know that she's definitely. You can see a time. There's been some time in between the Last Jedi and this movie, and you can definitely tell she's been training, and she's got much more strong in the Force, which was nice to see.
Some questions are definitely answered.
Yeah, I would definitely agree
yeah.
with that.
It was definitely some answered questions, a lot of open-ended things. I felt like there was a lot of parts of the movie that they tried to answer really quickly and they didn't spend enough time on it, and they could have definitely left it out even just to spend more time developing other parts of the movie. But I think they kind of ran through a lot of things, tried to answer a lot of questions, and they didn't really spend adequate time on things. But
Yeah, I think he's overboard with fan servicing. They try to do too much in one movie. Either that or should have made the movie longer.
Right.
It just felt rushed. A lot of scenes felt rushed to me.
For me, this movie fixed a couple of problems I have with The Last Jedi. What do you guys think?
Yes and no. I mean, the day before I went to see the movie, I only watched about half of The Last Jedi, so I didn't get a chance to really see and kind of relate everything back and forth. But for the most part, yeah.
I definitely think it turned around a lot of things from Last Jedi. Let's be honest, The Last Jedi was terrible. They just didn't do a great job with that movie. And so they definitely, this is kind of a slap in the face to Rian Johnson, which I think is good because he deserved it from the last movie. And they did turn around some stuff, and I do appreciate that. But yeah,
There was no problems to fix in The Last Jedi.
Yeah, you really loved The Last Jedi, didn't you?
I did, yeah. The critics did too. They gave it a 91. It's just, I didn't think, I'll put fixing in quotation marks. I don't think there was anything to fix. But
Oh, I think that this movie brings back, kind of feeds a lot of threads through the entire franchise, not just the last two movies, but also, from episode 1 to 6. You'll notice as you go through.
The last thing we're going to discuss, and this might be considered a major spoiler, so if you don't want to hear a spoiler, don't watch this section. Okay, the spoiler is, in the movie, one particular character is absent. They don't show up in the movie at all. A lot of everybody else shows up in the movie, but this one particular person doesn't, and I was very disappointed that he didn't show up. How'd you guys feel?
I think that, if the one character you say who shows up, I kind of disagree and agree with that because if you're referring to that one character, why not his counterpart at the same time? Are we going to be saying names here, or are we?
No, you can, since we mentioned this as spoiler.
Yeah, well, okay, we all agreed that Anakin should have been in it, but
Yeah.
at the same time, his counterpart, Obi-Wan Kenobi, should also have been present. Just because, if it wasn't for the one who trained him, he wouldn't have been there either. You know what I mean? So it just kind of comes in, all fold.
I don't know if I agree. I definitely think this movie was about. I mean, the whole 9 movies is about the Skywalkers, really, and we really should have had. And it was about Anakin Skywalker. He was supposed to bring balance to the Force. He was one of the main drivers in the whole movie series. And we didn't see him at all in the movie. We heard his voice towards the end, which I felt wasn't. They tried, but we definitely should have seen a Force ghost of Anakin at some point during the movie, I believe, doing something, helping out, being a part of the movie, and we didn't see that. And I was rather disappointed.
I agree. It's like the movie's called The Rise of Skywalker, and So you would assume that since he's one of the most major Skywalkers, he would have shown up, and he didn't. Well, next we're going to do our scores. Here are our scores. Last episode, we gave the score that we thought we were going to be giving this new movie, The Rise of Skywalker. The score I gave it before was an 8. The score I'm giving it now, since I've seen it, is a 9.5. We do not know each other's scores, just so you know. So, John. Oh, no, wait. What's your score? What was your score last time?
I gave it a 9 originally, and I'm giving it a 5.
Ooh, wow. Okay, and you, John?
Originally, I believe I gave it a 7, and I'm actually real close to my assumption on the movie. But I'm going to drop it even a little bit more because I really want to see Anakin in the movie, and I just didn't see that. So I'm going to drop it down to 6.5.
Okay, and you, Adam?
Last time mine was an 8. This time I'd probably have to give it 9.5 as well.
Okay, 9.5 as well. I just want to say, for me, this was the Star Wars movie I've been hoping and waiting for to see, this type of Star Wars movie, and I really loved it. I just want to mention that. Do you guys want to say anything else?
Well, I guess just to jump in, sorry about that, John. I'd say for me, this movie definitely brought the entire franchise around. From the two crappy movies that happened before. This movie definitely redeemed itself.
I agree.
What about
I would
you,
agree.
John?
I think it fixed a lot of things in the movie. It's definitely better than The Last Jedi, but it still just didn't quite do it for me.
I mean,
I enjoyed the movie, and I think it's great. They finished off the franchise. They finished off the story of the Skywalkers. And now they can move on to some new things, but I'm a little disappointed in how these last 3 went. I think they could have planned it a little bit better, and then may have made this last movie just a little bit better. But
How about you, Lee?
Yeah, I think they went overboard in trying to be too much. First, I thought it was a really great action-packed movie, but when I thought about it, there's just too many scenes and too many storylines to trying to tie up. Either have less storylines or make it a longer movie so you feel more like scenes are really finished. This kind of just felt rushed. I mean, I just thought he spent, Abrams does what he always does. He just plays it safe, and it's an okay movie, but I think the strongest part of it was the special effects and the cinematography. I mean, of course, with that budget, how can you not have great special effects? So I just thought some of the plotting was substandard, but it was still a fun movie to see.
For me, if Anakin and Darth Vader had shown up in the movie, I would have been giving it definitely a 10. Well, next we're going to show our scores, and then we're going to look up Rotten Tomatoes and Metacritic and see how close their scores are to ours. We're looking up Rotten Tomatoes. Ooh, 58% on the tomato meter, but the audience score is 85%. People loved it. That's good. I'm glad. I really am. The critics didn't care for it, but critics a lot of times are like really, really harsh and overly harsh sometimes. But 85, I'm happy with that. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
definitely the popcorn score always goes up from the Rotten Tomatoes score typically. We see, and that doesn't surprise me at all.
Though it seems that the audience score seems to always turn around from the Rotten Tomato score. You know what I mean?
It's always turned around, yeah.
Okay, how about you, Lee? Anything you want to say?
I expect a pretty high audience score. There's, especially the first couple nights. I mean, who goes to opening night? Big fans of the franchise.
That's a good point.
The audience is probably going to be.
But actually, that could work both ways, though. If it's the fans that are watching the movie, they also might be harder on it because of their fans.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, next, we're going to look up Metacritic. Okay, we're looking at Metacritic. Ooh, 54%. Oh, that's very similar to Tomato Meter, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
54, 56. So they were.
Yeah, what do they know?
Well, I liked it.
It wasn't a bad movie.
And that's on a range of 100%, right?
Mm-hmm.
Metacritic. Yeah.
Okay, well, next we're going to tell our Star Wars jokes. Okay, it's joke time, and we're going to start off with Lee, since he's the one who usually does Lee's jokes of the week. So go for it, Lee.
Okay, did we hear that Chewbacca started a new golf league?
Mm-mm.
It's called the Wookiee League.
Wookiee League? Like the Rookie League? Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, my joke is one I made up. It's not very good also, like last one I said. Okay, what do you get when you cross a mandolin and a DeLorean? The Mandalorian! Ah! Okay, I know. Okay, go ahead,
But
John.
yeah, John.
What do Gungans keep things in?
I don't know.
Get it? Right? Jar Jars.
Ha ha! I like that one. That's funny.
Okay,
That was for you.
Okay. You could have done better job on that one. Okay, what do you get when you cross a fruit and a bounty hunter?
I don't know.
Mango Fett.
Ha ha! We'd like to thank our special guests, John Royalty and Adam Dolzel.
Yay!
Yay!
Can I come back again sometime?
Maybe in the future. We'll see what happens.
Okay.
We'll see what happens.
We'll keep you on as a Star Wars consultant.
We'd like to make a shout out to all the Star Wars fans. May the Force be with you all. And remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, we'll be watching
For you.